Hi, Valerie here. So I decided to create a pan flute using straws, and I decided to do two different versions of this. So the first one, you can see that I left the straws open. It's quite simple. I just cut them and then layered the sizes and then taped them together. And this one makes sort of a lighter, airy sound. I'll play it over for you. And you can see that they all have different sounds according to the size of the straw. And then I also tried a different version of it. So with this one, I decided to melt the ends. You can see that they're pinched shut. And then I have a division in between so that they have some more space. And this one creates more of a whole and hearty sound. And still with the same concept of the shorter one and the larger ones are all going to have a different sound depending on the sizing of it. And I think that this could be really fun for students to, number one, create and be hands-on, and feel that they're making their own instruments by putting these together and cutting them and deciding what type they want to do. And it can also be a great way for them to have more of like a science integration with it as well by testing which way creates like a better sound or more of a audible sound. And that could be a great experience for them to engage in. And it also is helping them get an idea of wind instruments and how they work and how when air is blown through them and the shape of the instrument, sound and music waves are pushed out of it and help to make music. And then it could also teach them to understand the differences in pitches. You could see that the smaller ones have a higher pitch. This one as well. So the ones that are shorter are going to have a higher pitch, and the ones that are longer are going to have a lower pitch. And so students can learn how to make those connections between the pitch and the notes and the sounds and how these all relate to one another. And it also is a great way for students to understand recycling and how do we take these objects, especially straws, since we know it's such a big deal during this day and age to recycle our straws. This is a great way to recycle straws, create something memorable for students, and hopefully that they will maybe want to do with other people and recycle some more. And I actually test this with my nieces and nephews, and they absolutely loved it. They thought it was so much fun. They were excited making it. They were even more excited playing it. So I think this is just a really great way to, number one, recycle, be very cheap and lenient. All I used for this was tape, some straws, some scissors, and then for the ones that I glued down, I used pliers and a candle in order to melt them. So it's a great way for students to be interactive and get a concept of music, sound, and then also that integration of science. Thank you so much.